Ever wonder what lurks in the misty mountains and dark forests of Norse mythology? We often hear about gods like Thor and Odin. But what about the giants? Today, we're diving deep into the world of Norse giants, exploring the fascinating evolution from the primeval Jötunns to the mischievous trolls. Let's uncover the truth behind these legendary beings. So, who were the Jötunns? Forget the simple-minded brutes you see in movies. In the original Norse myths, the Jötunns, who came from a realm called Jötunheimr, were the first beings in existence. They were ancient, powerful, and incredibly complex. They weren't just big. They were forces of nature. Think of them as the embodiment of chaos, the untamed wilderness, and the raw, creative, and destructive power of the cosmos itself. Ymir, the first being, was a Jötunn from whose body the world was made. They were rivals to the Geir gods, but also their relatives. Odin's own mother, Bestla, was a Jötunn and Thor's famous nemesis. The world serpent Jormungandr was the child of Loki and the Jötunn Angrboda. So you see, the line between god and giant was often blurry. They weren't just enemies. They were family, lovers, and essential parts of the cosmic balance. But as the Viking Age waned and Christianity spread across Scandinavia, the stories began to change. The old gods and their complex adversaries started to fade from popular belief. The mighty elemental Jötunns were slowly transformed in folklore. This is where trolls come into the picture. The term troll itself is a bit of a catch-all in later Scandinavian folklore. It became a label for all sorts of supernatural beings that weren't quite gods or elves. Over time, the nuanced Jötunns were simplified, their image blending with local legends of mountain and forest spirits. They became bigger, uglier, and a lot less intelligent. They were no longer the cosmic forces of creation, but rather dim-witted, monstrous brutes who lived in caves, hoarded treasure, and were easily outsmarted by clever humans. They also developed a fatal weakness: sunlight, which would turn them to stone. This is a far cry from the ancient Jötunns who could walk freely in the world. So, what's the key difference? Think of it like this: the Jötunns are the original, complex characters from the epic poems of the poetic Edda. They represent the chaotic, untamable forces of nature. They are ancient, powerful, and deeply intertwined with the gods. The trolls, on the other hand, are their descendants from later fairy tales and folklore. They are a simplified, more monstrous version, embodying a fear of the wilderness and the unknown. They are the boogeyman, lurking in the dark, a shadow of the former glory of the Jötunns. The evolution from Jötunn to troll reflects a massive cultural shift from a world defined by powerful, warring cosmic families to one where humanity is at the center, facing down the monsters that lurk just beyond the village borders. It's a fascinating journey from mythological epic to local folktale. And there you have it, the incredible transformation from the primordial Jötunn to the common troll. It shows how myths evolve over time, shaped by culture, religion, and the stories we tell ourselves about the world around us. What was once a symbol of cosmic chaos became a cautionary tale for children. So next time you hear a story about a giant, ask yourself, is this a mighty Jötunn, a rival to the gods? Or is it a troll, a creature of folklore waiting to be turned to stone by the morning sun? Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into mythology, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more adventures into the past. See you next time.